AC Tony?
Tony.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
25 CR 1068, you were charged, as you probably know, with a third-degree felony of illegal possession of methamphetamine, a controlled substance, which carries with it up to 10 years in prison. So serious thing. You have a drug patch? No. Generally, drug cases, that's what we do.
I don't think there's any, I don't know, but I didn't know, there may not be.
Okay, good,
indication.
good retort.
Well, I don't know,
all
no,
right.
in fact, the case, Your Honor.
Right. Is there a criminal history to it?
There's not, Judge.
Yeah, that may be wrong. There's no drug patch because history of this.
I believe there's a pending misdemeanor, but no,
Pending misdemeanor where and
Here.
here, I think it's a theft.
Okay. On probation, 10-4. Stand by. I'm on warrant duty. Mr. West will be appointed to represent you.
Only about some weeks on in now.
4 weeks, we will set it for an announcement for 4 weeks. Please get a reset in. And we're gonna just test before she leaves. Have a seat right over there.
I can get those settings head over there.
Well, Miss Tony, come on up. I don't need it right back. She tested positive for amphetamines and meth. Your bond's revoked. Yeah, it's not even close. Your bond's revoked. Boy, I wish I had a dollar ever hit that. You're in trouble again. You were in trouble when you got indicted, and you're up to the same bad habit. We're going to work on this by putting you in jail where you can't get your meth. That's what we're going to do. Sorry. You have a drug patch now, don't you?
Just have a
No.
I'm not in trouble, sir, please.
I'm sorry. Methamphetamine is a serious felony offense. Possession.
I know.
You've got one now. You have one here. The grand jury can indict you again for a second one. How many do you need before you decide to do the right thing?
Sir,
Quit whining. That's what it is.
Please,
I know. Your bond is revoked. You're taken into custody. Solid. Thank you. It's the only way we can deal with methamphetamine abuse. Yeah, it's a no bond.
There you go. You go stand in front of that.
You are Richard Joseph.
Yes.
With Ms. Minaldi, your attorney and the state's attorney, does the defendant waive a formal reading of the indictment and arraignment? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Judge.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about May 5th, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the second-degree felony of assault on a peace officer. Listen, is that right? Yeah. Do you understand what you're charged with here?
Yes.
A second-degree felony carries with it, if convicted, no less than 2, no more than 20 years confinement in prison, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. Do you understand?
Yes.
I don't have anything here in my queue. What's the agreement? What's
It
the
was
agreement?
deferred, Your Honor, and it was recommended 7 years deferred on it, but
No fun.
Okay, and apparently an agreement's been reached where you would be pleading guilty, not found guilty, but placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation. And I can place you, it's discretion of the court, I can place you on probation up to 10 years in length. And there would be terms and conditions of probation which are normal and customary for this. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes.
If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is on your own free will and because you are guilty.
Yes.
I'll show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document voluntarily, understand it, discuss it with your attorney? Are the contents all true and correct?
Yes.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence without objection. And this states, ma'am, that you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read it. You were guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You were giving up your rights to a jury trial, the rights to the appearance, consultation, cross-examination of witnesses, totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true, so help you God.
Yes.
States Exhibit 1 is part of the record for all purposes. Is a pre-sentence report waived? I'm going to follow this agreement. And I'm going to find you are pleading guilty voluntarily. You are mentally competent to do so. There is sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to place you on deferred or unadjudicated probation. You won't be found guilty so long as you follow the terms and conditions of probation. And we'll do that for a period of 7 years. And there is no fine here. Make sure you follow these terms. If you fail, your probation could be revoked. You could then be found guilty by the court and then sentenced up to 20 years in prison. It's nightmarish to think about. So a lot riding on you doing the right thing. Ironically, these terms and conditions of probation for the most part are the requirements all of us in this room have to follow, whether we're on a probation or not. It's follow the rules.
Yes.
Sometimes I see people go, "Oh, not probation." No. But it's just like don't hurt people, live honestly, harm no one, respect each other. You know, the kinds of things you do, you're supposed to do, whether you're on probation or not. Recipe for a good life. Okay, please see the probation officer. Thank you. Something, she's gonna pull out something here. I want to see it. Yeah, you don't want to flee on this one.
No, I'm good.
235725 is now called the State of Texas versus Renata Janice Taylor. Is that you, ma'am?
Yeah.
Present with your attorney, Ms. Minaldi, and the state's attorney does. The defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment and arraignment. Can we proceed in a summary
Yes,
fashion? In summary, ma'am, this indictment alleges that on or about April 16th, 2020 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed a state jail felony of interfering with child custody. Do you understand what you're charged with here?
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's a bunch of writing.
Yes.
It looks as though this state jail felony is going to be reduced to a Class A misdemeanor of attempted interference with child custody. A Class A misdemeanor carries with it up to 1 year in the county jail and or a fine of $4,000 or both. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Or and or. I don't know why I said both, but that's the punishment range. You're right, and it takes about 5 seconds for what you wrote to appear. You don't have a clue how what you know if it's going to be lucid or not. Okay, reduced. So do you understand what is happening today, man?
Yes.
This charge is reduced from state jail felony to Class A misdemeanor. You would be pleading guilty. And placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation. And this can be up to 2 years. Do you understand? Fine $300. There is no restitution or anything.
No, just.
If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand? How do you plead to this lesser included Class A misdemeanor of attempted interference with child custody? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty?
Yep.
I showed you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document voluntarily?
Yeah.
Did you understand it? Discuss it with your attorney, or the contents all true and correct?
No.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered
No
into
objection.
evidence without objection to evidence. Hold on, I'm kind of right on this. Almost. It's such a long name of a crime that it's taken me forever to fill this out. All right. State's Exhibit 1 has been signed and reviewed, tendered into evidence, and is everything true and correct here? Yes. State's Exhibit 1 is part of the record for all purposes. This states you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read it. You were guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You were giving up your rights to a jury trial and rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. Totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All truths will help you die.
Yes.
State's Exhibit 1, part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is waived.
Yes.
I'm going to follow this agreement and find that you are pleading guilty today voluntarily to this Class A misdemeanor of attempted interference with child custody from this indictment in 20-35725. You are mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, but I'm going to defer any finding of guilt instead and place you on deferred or unadjudicated probation for a term of 18 months. There will be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of offense. Make sure you follow them. If you fail, your probation could be revoked. You could then be found guilty and sentenced up to 2 years in the state jail, which nobody wants.
Should be up to 1 year in county jail.
I'm sorry. Yeah, these Class A misdemeanor. Wait a minute. Your deferred or unadjudicated probation could be revoked if you failed on these terms and conditions of probation. Then you could be found guilty and sentenced up to 1 year in the county jail. Thank you. I'm looking at 18 months and the amount of the term. That's okay. I think. Multitasking is getting harder. Thank you. Please see the probation officer. Thank you.